So just in conclusion to the Naturehike review, I've got to say I'm very impressed with the tent. Had a sleep last night in it. Didn't sleep so well, but it wasn't to do with the tent. Just do my first night on any camping trip. The tent's really good quality for its price. I think, I don't know, I can't remember now, but it wasn't very much, about 60 quid or something like 60, 70 quid. And as with previous reviews, some of the accessories with the tent are like the poles and the pegs, the fly sheet and the inner are very good quality. For me, it isn't as good as the MSR tent, the two-man tent, but it is what it is price-wise. And as a single man tent, it's very roomy for a single man tent, but I prefer a little bit extra space. I bought this really to do some backpacking, and I'd take this rather than the MSR if I was backpacking, just because of the difference in weight. I think this is about 1.5 kilo and the MSR is about 2.2, something like that. So all in all, impressed. I've got it pegged out, but there are some extra guy ropes and tie down points, such as here and on the other side and on the back, just in the middle there. I haven't slept in it in high winds, but I suspect without any tie down points in this area here, it might just get blown about a bit, but I think it wouldn't really go anywhere, it would just flap about. You can peg this, you can actually set this out with just 4 tent pegs, because everything sort of straps to one another in each corner. When I say 4, that's 1 for each corner, and then you've got 2 for the vestibule. But for a one-man tent, albeit I prefer having the extra space of the two-man MSR, but they do a two-man version of this. And if you notice that little things like the one-handed zip worked there. I mean, every time I use it, one-handed zip works. So you see the vestibule space if I stand back. It's only small, but actually it's not too bad. I had all sorts of bits in there, including crash helmet and boots last night. So I'll just go down and show you inside the tent. And again, for a cheapo tent, again one-handed, really good. You have to excuse my filming, but I want to get that out of the way for you. And that's the inside of the tent, and that's sleeping mat, sleeping bag on the left hand side. At the top there's some bits of clothes, and you can see the room. It's not enough for 2 obviously, but it's enough to put, well, I had my dry bag and motorcycle gear in there. It doesn't leave a lot of room, but to be honest, I could get all my motorcycle gear in there. But the vestibule's big enough to put the boots and other stuff like that. I've actually slept with it this way around. Normally I'd sleep with my head at the higher bit of the tent, but the view from here is so good, and I pitched it this way on a slight slope, so that's the way around I've pitched it. And to be honest, even though my head's at the lower end up at the top there, it's still okay, it's fine. You got a couple of side pockets, one either side, for bits and pieces. You got a little hanging strap in the middle. You might not be able to see that, but there is a hook actually. What else can I say about it? Do you know, for the money, it just really does well. I think, if anything, with the door being completely mesh, you maybe get a little bit more sort of draft through, which I guess in summer is going to be great. In colder weather, that might be a bit of a nuisance. But guys, you know, for its money, the quality of the materials, You know, I think it's very good. If you got 2 or 3 seasons out of this, 2 or 3 years out of this, it would be good value. I'm probably not going to use it for the motorcycling trips. I'll probably use the MSR Elixir too, but this will be one I'll use for backpacking or as a bit of a reserve tent. And I really like it. I mean, I will use it again. I'll use it again if I'm just doing short weekend trips. But any longer distance travel, I'll use the MSR. But if this is what you're looking for, if you want a solo single man tent that's got room, you can't go wrong with this. I haven't had it out in the rain yet, but I've no reason to doubt it'll hold off the rain. It's forecast to rain tonight, so tomorrow I'll be able to report whether it's waterproof or not, but don't have any reason to doubt that. And the reason I pitched it this way around is because of the view, and it's just stunning. This is the Langdale Valley, and you know, it's just beautiful up here. And I'll just pan it round and you can see what your scenery is like. You know, in every direction, apart from the big tent, it's just stunning scenery. But that's what I wake up to, looking out the tent in the morning, and I think that's fantastic. This is what it's all about, guys.